game.
Good morning everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Saturday the 3rd of August 2024 and today we're off back to International Stadium for what is now the final pre-season friendly of this summer. It is Gateshead versus Farsley Celtic. So I'm in Gateshead and last season Farsley Celtic finished in 20th place in the National League North table, that of course being one spot above the relegation zone, and they did go into the final game of the season in the bottom four, but their win over Buxton coupled with Blythe's pretty humiliating defeat against Brackley meant that they did stay up at Blythe's expense, and I think realistically once again like their aim for this season will be survival, but they'll maybe want to do it a little bit more comfortably, have it done before the last game of the season, but we'll obviously find out a bit more in due course. But I think they'll provide us with a decent enough test, this of course being our last friendly of the summer before the big kick-off next week, and we're going into it on the back of that 2-0 win against Carlisle United on Tuesday night, and for me it was our best performance throughout these friendlies, and I think that kind of says something because the performances throughout these matches have been very, very good. I think 5 wins out of 6, with the one being a narrow defeat against championship opposition speaks for itself. And even in that Borough game, I thought we played really well, and we're a little bit unlucky to lose it. Since Tuesday night, there has been a bit more like action in terms of ins and outs. Fenton John has gone to Morpeth Town on a season-long loan. While coming in has been the player that we've sort of known as trialist number 7 over these last few weeks, and his name is Terrell Newton. Last season he was on loan at Hemel Hempstead Town, was released by Luton Town in the summer. I think he's merited his deal. I think he's played really well throughout these games. He's looked really promising, so I'm glad we've got him on board. As well is the arrival of Mark Beck, who arrives from Solihull Moors on loan until the new year. Of course, he scored twice against us in that FA Trophy final, as well as in the penalty shootout. I think with this one, if you read between the lines, it is a try before you buy kind of thing. I think you've got to remember, quite recently has had a bit of an injury layoff. I think we're just sort of monitoring whether that's going to be a recurring issue, and as well it's a case of whether he fits in to our system or not. A lot of people have looked at it and maybe see it as the sort of player that we wouldn't normally go for, but I personally think him and Owen Asani could work well together. I think he'll do a lot of the donkey work, which will give Owen Asani more opportunities to run off him, so we'll see how that pans out in due course. But I'm not going to lie, I am kind of at the stage now where I just want the main season to start, so I'll be glad once this game's out of the way, but all the same I'm hopeful that we can end pre-season on a high. It does seem a little bit odd that we're playing a team from a league below in a friendly and it's at home. I know it was arranged pretty last minute, but normally in this kind of thing we'd be the away team, but that is not the case there. But anyway, let's head on down to International Stadium and find out how it all unfolds. So the team's warming up, Farsley Celtic getting ready in this half. Of course they would usually play in green and white, hence the name Celtic, but looks like they're maybe in a change shirt this afternoon. It looks like possibly blue of some sort. Anyway, Gateshead are getting ready over there. They're going to be in the home strip. We haven't actually revealed our away strip yet, so maybe that'll change in the next week, so who knows. Anyway, I will see you when the players are coming out of the tunnel and ready to start the match.
The game hasn't even kicked off and I've already kicked Sid in the back. How many other lads?
Get it in the box.
Is that how you know when you play off goal, that's how you command the away!
Bloody hell, man. Oh, steward of the game.
We're playing Sanders.
Go on.
One.
Yeah!
What was he called? That French fellow that played under Ian Are you, after what he's just said to me? Get up, you lunatic! This is going on. I said it here. What? Here comes one more. Oh. Go on. Go on.
Okay.
I mean, I used the word like, oh, what a run. Go on, Lemmy.
Go on. Oh, okay. Oh!
Bit of an up-to-lose.
Go on.
Shift the ball.
Go on.
Go on.
Yeah! Sign him up, best player we'll ever have. I know it is.
Go on. He's up. Story, what a ball. What? Oh. Go on. Here comes Paul. What? Go on, I like him.
Half-time, Gateshead 3, Farsley Celtic 0, and it probably would be more, but for a couple of decent saves here and there from the Farsley goalkeeper. I think once again we have taken full control of the game. Farsley, to be fair to them at the start of the game, were getting at us, and that did have a couple of decent chances, made the most of, well, didn't quite make the most, but latched on some slightly loose defending from us at the start of the game. Then Danny Greenfield hit a free kick that went just wide, and I think, to be fair, Danny Greenfield, former Gateshead player, of course, he's had a decent game in midfield for them. Our front pairing in that first half were two trialists, and that is the way the scoring's gone so far. The one that's wearing a number 16's got 2, and the one that's wearing a number 47's got 1. It'll be interesting to see what sort of subs we're making in the second half. We have got quite a lot of first teamers and a pretty strong looking bench, like Vasani, Whelan, obviously Ben Werman, who's coming back into the team today. The players like that on the bench, so it'll be interesting to see if we give them a run out at some point. But as far as the game goes, so far so good.
Greenfield's having a good game. What was I saying? Didn't put that in your video, huh? Oh, it's going in. Greenfield's having a good game. Fucking skies above. Go on.
This afternoon, and his third is number 16, who's a trialist.
Shoot! Oh! Same. Tell you. Visionary as usual. Scarborough, it's the same. Well.
FA Trophy season before last.
He's nearly scored from the halfway line.
Aye.
Oh, aye. I saw the Harris in that one.
Full-time, Gateshead 6, Farsley Celtic 0. Just happy that one's out the way, and we can now focus on the big kick-off next weekend. I think from next weekend onwards we'll obviously find out where we really are at. But I think we've got every reason to be going into it with a relative amount of confidence. I thought once again we just seem to just do our thing today. We're pretty relentless in front of goal and what have you. So the ending pre-season with another real positive, and I believe that's 26 goals across the 7 games in pre-season, which ain't too shabby, is it? Just really hope now that we can carry that on into next week and beyond. I think today, obviously, it was probably a game that on paper we're probably expected to win, but then again, you still have a job to do, and we were professional throughout the course of the game. It took a 3-0 lead into half time, and soon made it 4 early in the second half, and the 4 soon became 5, then managed to get another one late on. It looked as though there was no sort of real injury concerns from that game today, which is, to be honest, is probably the main thing I wanted above all else. It would be nice to go into next week with as many players to choose from as possible. 1 or 2 trialists out there today, so it'll be interesting to see in the next week or so whether we decide to give them a contract or not. But all's well that ends well as far as this pre-season goes. It's felt like a long pre-season, but as we say now, on to next week when it really does start to count. But that is that for this video, and I'll be back on Monday with my prediction for the 2024-25 National League table. Where do I think Gateshead are going to finish? Who do I think is going to win the league? Who do I think is going down? Check back on Monday to find out. But until then, take care. Cheers for watching. See you later.